audience been all my life? Okay, it's time for the TRADEWINDS. We recently returned from a competition where we won these gold stars. And this competition was, well, there weren't many people there, actually. It was and there was a competition for barbershop quartets, and well, there was a limited number there, wasn't there? Just one, actually. And the judges, there were 3 judges, and their problem was they had to sit there right in front of us and listen carefully, but they had to take out their hearing aids. This was part of the problem. And the one on the end looked at us for the longest time, and after we'd sung our 2 competition songs, he stood up and said, "You can begin anytime you like." So that's how we got this, we are number 1. Now this is serious stuff, I tell you.
While strolling through the park one day in the merry month of May, Bill was taken by surprise by a pair of roguish eyes. In a moment his poor heart was stole away. Her smile was all that he could see. La 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 la. Of course it made him happy as could be. La 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 la, oh you see. He immediately raised his hat, and finally she remarked, oh, he never will forget that lovely afternoon. He met her at the fountain in the park. Then the organ played a wedding tune, in the merry month of June. On her finger went a ring as the choir began to sing. In a moment they were on their honeymoon, and then they raised a family, a 1 and a 2 and a 3, 4, 5. They never known how happy they could be. La 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 la, oh you see. Though the future may be cold and dark, so dark, there'll always be a spark, so that when they're old and gray, he'll still recall the day he met her at the fountain in the park. He met her at the fountain in the park, in the park. Yay!
Now those of you who know us know that we are not here to sing songs like that. We're here to sing songs about those of you who are in trouble with alcohol. We're members of the Temperance Union, and we've been watching that wine go down at an alarming rate there. And while our song is about rum, it's about anything to do with that sort of alcohol, you know. And so I think you all know the marching song of the Temperance Union, and we want you to join in at every opportunity, of course. And as the song goes on, we just might mention 1 or 2 we feel should be mentioned, you know. We don't want to embarrass them, but we want to embarrass them, is what we want to do. So we hope you will join in when the time comes. Now, sit up straight, uncross your legs, put your feet on the floor. Sit up straight and take a nice deep breath and join us in the chorus. We brought the little symphony with us, of course, as you noticed, at great expense, I might add.
Getting the words out here.
Start with the chorus, shall we?
Yes.
All together.
Away, away with rum by God.
Watch out for Lorne Fuller's diminutive size. I told you I'd get you. There's danger behind those old bloodshot eyes. Dave Jefferson's glow puts a smile on his face as he staggers and stumbles all over the place. Away, away with rum by gum, rum by gum, rum by gum. Away, away with rum by gum. The song of the temperate union. Now you know how to join our organization, don't you? You write your name lightly in pencil on the back of a $20 bill. And you hand it in, and in 6 weeks we will send you a beautifully embossed certificate.
Oh, absolutely. Oh.
Now, if you don't hear from us in 6 weeks, send us in another $20.
By snail mail.
Yeah. Now, fishermen's friends are sounding just fine. They rehearse at Bud's because of the wine. Bill and Peter look okay to me, but Dickie is rocking, he's still out at sea. Away, away with rum by gum, rum by gum, rum by gum. Away, away with rum by gum. The song of the temperate union. There are one or two of you who are not joining in. Now, I'm sorry to hear that. Is it because you feel guilty? Brother Ted is here, and he's taking names. I noticed that. And if you sit up straighter, if that wine is bothering you, just push it to one side. Now we found out some time ago from the health department of the Temperance Union that after you've been sitting there a while, sometimes you sort of stick to the chair, and it's not very comfortable. Yeah. So we want you to practice a little R and R. Now that's called roll and relieve. You roll from one side. You do it in time to the music. It's like this. Away, away with rum by gum, rum by gum, rum by gum. Away, away with rum by gum. The song of the temperate union. Oh, right away, couldn't you see the smile on their faces? Oh, yeah, they feel so much better. Now, just last week we got a directive from the head office that goes one step further, and my, this is marvelous. This is wonderful, especially at this time of the year. Put your hands overhead like that. Now, when you roll to one side, you turn a little bit to that side. Not a lot, but then to the other side, you see? Now, your neighbor might not be too keen on this, but
it won't be long.
this is called AA, armpit aeration. So have a little R and R and A together. Away, away with rum by gum, rum by gum, rum by gum. Away, away with rum by gum. The song of the temperate union. It wouldn't be fair to leave highway out of this, you understand. We don't wish to mention it, but you, yeah. No, that's not it. That's the wrong one. What happened to number 3? Oh, here it is. There it is. I'm being kind to these guys, too.
Yeah.
Ed hides in the back so no one can see how he weaves and he wobbles and sways like a tree. Mike's seldom sober, and Bill only just. Why, Wayne is the only one you can trust. Away, away with rum by gum, rum by gum, rum by gum. Away, away with rum by gum. The song of the temperate union. It wouldn't be fair to criticize you, fellas, really it wouldn't, without looking inward, and we're looking inward. We can't see much, but we're looking inward. So we have to be honest. Is that right, Gerry, brother?
Oh, we must confess.
Yeah.
We must confess ourselves, yes.
Now we are the trade winds, each one lily white. We set good examples. We fight the good fight. We drink only fruit juice to stay in the pink. But today's an exception, so buy us a drink.